Thought somebody was walking in. I want privacy when I'm shooting this. Okay, so I'm back for just another quick checkup. 7 months in on all the stuff I've been doing. Check the description for that. But really, it's been 7 months since I started Finasteride. I've lowered the dose over time and then switched to topical and a bunch of that. For all of you who haven't watched my previous videos, I'm currently doing 0.25 milligrams every day topically with 5% minoxidil and some microneedling maybe every 10 days or so, or whenever it kind of makes sense. Anyway, I'm just giving you a couple photos of updates. I actually found a new spot that's growing hair that I never even really looked at before, so that was nice. Anyway, I don't want this video to be long. Let's get right into the photos. Oh. Okay, here's June. Here's the beginning of December. As always, both 4 weeks of growth. This isn't one of the ones I really notice much change in, but I like to throw in a couple different angles every time anyway. Yeah, I don't know. If you notice something, let me know, but they look pretty similar to me. So, whatever. All right, got another shot here. Just zoom in. This is probably the place we'll notice something if we notice anything. And yeah, this area here versus this area, looks like these little hairs here are deeper, longer, whatever. That's what she said. And even just like behind this line in this area here, you can see if you go straight up from here, this area looks darker than when you go straight up from here. It seems lighter. So hey, that's something, I guess, right? Actually, also on this one, wow, I didn't notice that. Look at this, right? It's just like a straight line up and down, pretty much. Baby hairs there. But over here, that straight line up and down, these aren't baby hairs anymore. That is much more dense. Weird. I don't remember ever in my life having any hair here. I'm sure I did, I just never paid attention. But yeah. Oh, I guess this red dot is a good reference point. Look, there's nothing really approaching it. And then here it's almost touching it, which is strange because I'm only applying the minoxidil and Finasteride topically up here. So maybe it's the Finasteride getting systemic and helping something here. I don't know, maybe I should start microneedling here as well. Huh, weird. Glad I caught that. Okay, if I tilt my head down a little bit, same area here, this corner, you see less here than you do here. You also see that triangle shape that's grown in here. It's not quite the temple, that's the temple. I don't know what this is, but yeah, that's there. And then, I don't know, let me know if you see any progress between here and here. Maybe. Seems like a little less light here, but I'm not sure. All I know is that I do feel, with my hand, it feels thicker here and here than it used to, just like in the last month and a half. So it's just kind of hard for me to know for sure if that's what's happening here. But yeah, maybe. Okay, flipping over to the left side. I was actually showing this to someone in my family, and I was pointing out that there might be some progress here, right? And they said that they noticed progress here, which I guess I just didn't really pay too much attention to that spot since I'm looking at the new spot. But yeah, it does look like these are growing up and out and covering a little bit more than they are here, which is good. And then also, as I mentioned on the right side, it does seem like the left side is catching up in this triangular area as well. All right, tilting the left side down a little bit. Same old areas here that I just pointed out is a little better here. Same with this spot, but we can see on top a little bit more now. And again, I don't know why I'm having trouble figuring out if this looks a little more filled in than here. I think it does, but like for real, in the comments, let me know if my crown looks like it's filling in more from the side or not. Flipping over to this angle. At first glance, actually, it looks like it's maybe more filled in back in June than it is now. But angles and lighting and all that stuff can be tricky. Although it's the same lighting and all of that, you can actually even see the rack in the back is in the same position relative to where I am. So yeah, these are pretty close, but you can see this spiral point a little bit better than here. So I think on this one, my head was tilted back towards the camera a little more. Anyway, yeah, I don't have much to say about this one, just sharing. Same shot, but from the other side. On this one, it actually does look like it's more filled in here than here. Here's a close-up of the left corner. And yeah, it's not as easy, I think, to see that this area is getting better on this one from this angle, but you saw from all the other angles it looked better. The only thing to note on this is, again, this area looks a lot thicker than this area. And here's a comparison of those shots where I just get as close to those bathroom lights as I can and try and make it look really bad. I got better at making the shots look bad here. As you can tell, I figured like put my head right over the sink versus here. But it looks worse here, but I guarantee you it isn't. To the touch, it's much thicker here than here. I think I just found an angle where my white ass scalp bounces this shit real good on this one, and it's not bouncing directly down as it is in this one versus this one. But just wanted to put these up so that we can reference back in the future. And for anybody who just found my channel and they're like, oh, this guy's not even losing his hair at all, what an idiot. Like, yeah, check out this spot. Like, I'm lucky I'm tall, so if I cared, I could go around and nobody would ever see it, but I love hats and I always wear hats anyway. And I'll throw in like 2 or 3 shots from the natural lighting just because. What you can see here again is this is not as prominent as here. Might as well zoom in. Just take a look at that red spot as a reference point. And yeah, it's not approaching it as aggressively there as here. Okay, in this one, the left corner, if you look at that red spot there, it's much harder to see it over here. So I don't know if that's just that I'm on a brighter day through the window, like my hair looks brighter than here, or if it's just kind of the hair is sitting a different way, or what. But that red spot versus that, it seems like it's a lot thicker here. And for the last natural lighting one, I've got the old 2 over here and the new 2 over here. Not sure what to say. I'll just click through them and let you take a look. So that's June, and that's June. This is early December, and this is early December. Now I will play a video clip from my phone. So I don't have any clips from June, but this is from early December. And one from the bathroom lighting. And yeah, so that's where we're at. And just as an aside, I've mentioned this in the comments here and there, and people seem to be interested. I have a prescription for essentially Breezula, but it's actually Clascoterone. It's the active ingredient and all of that stuff. So I'm gonna be starting that on January 1st. So I'm not getting this filled until then because I believe it can, like it has a time frame after it's mixed and everything that it's good. So I'm gonna wait until then. Part of the reason is because also I'm starting to see some gains from the Finasteride. So I wanna ride that out a little bit longer and kind of see what it's doing so that I know what I can attribute to it and then what Clascoterone will do when I add it. But I'll do some videos about that when it makes sense. Other than that, thanks for checking out the video. And since I'm a YouTube guy now, subscribe, like, all that bullshit. Anyway, I'll see you next time.